Hey guys, welcome to the Freak Show. Welcome to the weekly Wednesday live stream. It is so great to have you here. I swear to God, I just had a brain fart for a moment because I thought I wasn't wearing pants. I don't understand what it is, but lately I've had nightmares that I have been places and I haven't worn pants. I had an emergency this morning with my kids and their lunches, and I had to run over to HEB. And I shit you not, I got 2 steps out of the car this morning and I thought, holy shit, am I wearing pants? And of course I was wearing pants. I wasn't going to go out anywhere, not wearing them, but I have no idea where that's coming from. It's weird. Holy shit. Of course, my neighbors decided to do lawn work right outside. So please forgive the extra noise if you hear it. I don't understand what the deal is. I have been worried about pants recently. And I just wanted to say welcome to my Pop Funko. So they wanted to join us today. So absolutely had to include them over there, my little baby Pop Funkos. So let's get to the information of the weekly Wednesday live stream. So as you guys know, most of you who have kept up there, we did not get information regarding the Television Critics Association panel. That was this past Monday. And supposedly the American Horror Story, either cast or crew or whoever, they were supposed to show up and do a question and answer session. Now, they didn't show up. Well, excuse me, they showed up, but I don't think we got like Ryan Murphy. I don't exactly know who is. Oh, the audio is being repeated somehow, guys. Oh, thank you so much for telling me. Ryan Murphy. I appreciate that. Okay, that should hopefully fix it. I think I had an extra tab open, unmeaning to have it open. I apologize. Okay, so as I said, I'm sorry, we did not get information from the TCA panel, the American Horror Story guys. I don't know who showed up, but I know the information that we got. And the only thing that we got for American Horror Story itself was that FX is definitely going to, FX and Ryan Murphy are going to still do American Horror Story season 9 and season 10 together. So just because Ryan has signed his $300 million deal with Netflix, my God, he is so fucking rich. He should just make himself that name now. My name is Ryan. I'm too fucking rich, Murphy. I mean, wow, seriously, a $300 million deal. Anyway, so the information that we got is that Ryan and FX, they're definitely going to still be coming together to do season 9 and season 10. Ryan is not going to leave them and go over to Netflix, which you got to admit, my goodness, Ryan is going to work with FX for American Crime Story, Feud, and all that stuff. And he's doing all of his stuff for Netflix. That bitch has a lot of time. And I used to have that much energy, and I just gotta applaud him. Applaud that bitch so well, because he definitely has time. Absolutely. Right on to you, Ryan. So the other information that we got is that we didn't get anything really about Feud, but they are not doing the Charles and Diana thing with that. The only thing that we got with American Crime Story is that they are not doing Hurricane Katrina for season 3, which that sucks. I really wanted them to do Hurricane Katrina. If you guys don't know, I do have a true crime series called Mondays Are Murder, and I did feature Hurricane Katrina in season 1, episode 10. And that truly is a horrific crime story. And it's just, I just would have really loved to see Ryan's take on it. How the government left everybody to fend for themselves with no food and no water, how they pulled out and locked them down basically inside New Orleans, how he would have taken about people saying that the levees actually were, some of them were broken on purpose to flood the lower poor districts and to save the upper rich districts from flooding. And I was really looking forward to that, guys. Now, I feel personally so much about Hurricane Katrina. It really hits me because Blake and I were living in Florida. So when Katrina came through, it was a very low, I think it was either a tropical storm at that point or it had barely begun to form as a hurricane. So we went through it. It was no big deal. And then all of a sudden, the next day, it was a 5. And I remember thinking, holy hell, what's going to happen in New Orleans? You know, my husband and I had just been through there about a year or so ago. We had spent some time there. We loved New Orleans. And excuse me, I'm not saying it right, Nolans. And we even talked about maybe going to live there at one point in time after we were done living in Florida. Maybe we wouldn't go back to Texas. Maybe we would just go and live in Louisiana. And then Katrina just came right through and just literally ripped Mississippi and Louisiana apart. And it was tragic. And the way that all those people, I mean, I understand that for the time, I don't want to go off on a tangent. So anyway, just watch the video if you guys would like to know what happened with Katrina and why it is such a huge disaster, especially crime story in our history, especially by our government and our president, who left his citizens there to die because he couldn't reach an agreement with the mayor. I still don't get that. And again, I really wanted to see what Ryan's thoughts were on the levees being busted on purpose to flood the poor districts and keep the rich from flooding. Anyway, I would have loved to have seen that. Too bad we're not going to get it. No other information, though, we got. So basically, guys, what we're doing is with this season of American Horror Story is we don't know the theme yet. We assume that the season is going to come out either in late September or early October, which probably early September, I would assume. Ryan has always said that nobody likes their holidays served with blood and guts. And I do. I don't know about you guys. Which President Mohammed? Oh, it was President Bush. He and the mayor of New Orleans could not come together on an agreement of how to get food trucks there and how to get supplies there and how to get the people out of the city. So because they couldn't agree, so many people died while waiting for them because they were just too stupid to actually come together and work for their citizens like they're supposed to. They're supposed to work for the people, and instead they failed the people. And yeah, it was just Nolans. Absolutely, Jay. Has real life spirit and magic. Sad to see them neglected and held down by fear and hatred. Absolutely. And then, of course, to have the people who had to flee the city being called refugees. They were not fucking refugees. They were not refugees. They were American citizens that were being bussed out. They weren't given any money. They didn't know where their friends or family were. Even some people didn't know where their kids were. And a lot of people were elder. And some people just were so scared of even leaving the life that they had only known in Louisiana and Nolans. And they just got off the bus as soon as they started leaving. They told them, no, I'm not leaving. Stop this bus. And they just got off. I mean, it's sad on how bad our government failed those 3 states, especially New Orleans. They failed them significantly. They still have failed them. It has been like 15 years later, maybe not that much, but it's been over 10 years and they still are nowhere near recovered. The economic and social and educational devastation that has been left behind in those states is tremendous. And I don't understand why our government is shut down over a stupid wall. We need to look inside the United States. And it's just absolutely, my husband would probably be sitting here like, it's not because of that. He's a huge Trump supporter. But yeah, absolutely. I apologize. I will not go off on a tangent on that. But Dolly is asking if Scream Queens is really good. Yes, Dolly, just don't watch season 2. I can't believe I just said that. I did. Season 2 was decent because you have Jamie Lee Curtis coming back, you had John Stamos, and you had Taylor Lautner, and you had the Chanels. But that was the thing. And I know I've said this to you guys many times, so I'm so sorry. But the thing is that season 2 of Scream Queens, they spent so much money on the actors than they did the budget for the writing. It was like they just decided, fuck it, we're going to do something different for the writing, and we're going to put all the money into paying John Stamos and Taylor Lautner, who I really loved in Scream Queens 2. I really loved the actors and some of the storylines for Scream Queens season 2, but season 1 was the best, huge, amazing, incredible. Watch it. You'll be hooked, Dolly. I don't know if season 1 is on Netflix of Scream Queens, but I do own season 1 because it was a gift to me by some great people. So were a lot of these Pop Funkos. They were gifts by some incredible people. Wink, wink. They're probably watching and they know who they are. So yeah, my little sweet things. But yeah, absolutely go check out season 1 of that. Glenn says, but Mary, season 1 had massive stars like Ariana Grande. I don't think John Stamos is high budget, to be honest. The writing just wasn't there. Glenn, you are 100% right about the massive stars like Ariana Grande, but mind you, she was only like in 2 or 3 episodes. She was only majorly in the first one, and she was, well, I am so sorry. I do not want to spoil any of this. Dolly, just like hit mute for 3 minutes, and at 9:45, I'll stop talking about Scream Queens. So anybody who has not seen Scream Queens and you do not want to be spoiled on it, hit mute right now until 9:45 and go for it. Okay, so now that we won't spoil the fuck out of people who haven't watched it, Ariana Grande died almost immediately after her character was introduced in. Okay, thank you. Sorry, my phone was just going off. In the first episode, and then her dead body showed up in a couple of other episodes when she was dead Chanel, on her Instagram photos. And then she came back in the other episode, and one other episode where she came back to talk to Chanel, saying, "I'm sorry, Chanel. I didn't mean to tell everybody that you were the Red Devil. I did it because I was angry at you." And so yeah, so she was only in 3 episodes. So they might have had some big, huge stars like Ariana. Glenn, you are absolutely right. So, but I just really honestly think that Ariana didn't do that for the writing. I think she did it for the money. I think because Ryan is an amazing seller. He is like my husband. He can probably sell ketchup to a tomato factory. And it just seems like Ryan can talk people into doing what he wants them to do. It seems like Ryan himself would be an amazing cult leader. But I really honestly think that he just talked her into it. And she was like, "Oh, that sounds so fun. I'll do it for just a amount of money." And she did. And she really did it for the exposure and didn't really do it so much for the money. I mean, that's what I honestly think she did. And don't get me wrong, I wasn't making fun of Ariana. I love Ariana. I would love to see her concerts one day, but her music is awesome too. So I was just trying to do my impersonation of her because she has this beautiful light voice, Sharon, it's so great to have you. Glenn says that Ariana did meet with Ryan about an appearance on American Horror Story because she was a fan, and he told her about Scream Queens, and she was in. So yeah, absolutely. So definitely, I do say that they definitely paid more for the writing because John Stamos did last everything through season 2. So did Taylor Lautner. I mean, I don't know if they did a whole kill him off thing like they did. Oh, 9:45. We got to stop talking about it. We're not talking about Scream Queens anymore because we don't want to spoil it for anybody else who hasn't watched it. So it's 9:45. We are not going to be talking about Scream Queens anymore. Okay, here we go. And Abby says, "I'm from Manchester where the bombing took place at her concert." Oh my God, Abby. I am so glad to hear that you are obviously doing well. I remember when that happened, I was tweeting the missing photos of teens that were missing that night. It was such a huge thing. And there were a lot of people missing, and family members had no idea where their kids were. So I was tweeting, you know, this person was found, this person was not found. And oh yeah, that was just horrific. So I'm so glad though, hopefully that you are doing okay, Abby. Glenn says, Emma Roberts liked a comment on the post that said, let's forget season 2 happened. Princess Faith hates that she has to stop watching and go to class. It's okay, Faith. You go to class, darling. You come back and you watch later, all right? So let's see. Other than the fact that Ryan said that season 9 and season 10 are definitely going to be something that he's in on, we don't know really much anything else about American Horror Story season 9. So let's go back very quickly. And one thing that I did want to go over for American Horror Story, and I apologize, I know we went off on a little Scream Queens tangent because Ryan recently posted about it on Instagram and wanted viewer comments. So I do promise you guys, maybe we'll do a different stream and we'll get everybody's information about that. So if we go over the past couple of years, and mind you guys, I started watching American Horror Story when it started premiering during season 3. So my best friend Britt asked me if I was watching it, and I told her no. I saw promos for it, but you know, I think I had just had Venice, and then my sister Kimberly had passed away. So I had gone through this fog of depression, and by that time I was coming out, and so she told me, check it out, it's a great show. So right before season 3, Coven, started, I binged watched season 1 on Netflix. And then right before season 3 came out, season 2 came out on Netflix, or I watched it somewhere. I don't exactly remember where, but I did watch it and I thought, oh my God, this is still a great show. I think this is fantastic. So that's when I started watching season 3. So I never got to catch the promos for season 1 and season 2. I just know a tiny bit of remembrance of seeing the advertisements and promos for the pilots and for season 2. So from now on, I have to go off of just Coven and thereon. So if we go in between all these years, and I started YouTubing and covering American Horror Story during season 5, Hotel. If we go back to all of these years, I'm pretty positive Ryan is going to announce the theme and get us excited. Maybe not at Paley Fest. But let's see, how did they do it this year? How did they do Apocalypse? Yeah. They did a big announcement online on Facebook. So I don't think we're going to get it at Paley Fest, but I do believe that they're going to do exactly the same thing as they did last year, but maybe something bigger. I honestly believe that Ryan is with his team, and while the writers are writing it and he's going over it saying, nope, this sucks, rewrite. Yes, this is awesome, expand it. You know, Ryan's really busy with that in American Horror Story right now because they're writing season 9 right now. And I'm so glad, by the way, that I didn't push the whole promo about Mary being a writer, because if it would have worked out, I wouldn't have been able to do it anyway. So sadly, since I had gotten so sick, it's just, crazy. I wouldn't have been able to do it. Anyway, so that they're all going through season 9 right now and thinking, okay, this sucks. Okay, this is great. And just kind of making a timeline, character development, generalization before they actually write script, which I would assume they're going to be doing next month. Actually pinning it all down, writing the dialogue, doing all that stuff. Anyway, if you go back and you look out of every season before, how they've announced the theme, when they've kept it a secret, character promos and things like that you're going to get, I honestly think that they're going to do the same thing that they did last year, and that is try to announce it with a big flash where they sell tickets to people. And that night, a certain people who have the ticket VIP exclusives, they get to maybe see the theme, and then they'll all reveal it online, that kind of thing. So, regardless, guys, don't forget whatever they do this year to reveal the theme, even if it's at 4 a.m., 2 a.m., 8 p.m., whatever time it is, I will be awake, even though I have to get kids up the next morning. I will be awake and I will be live streaming that news for you. So we will all be there together. But I honestly don't think that they're going to give us too much until probably July or August is when they'll probably start giving us either they'll probably announce the theme by that time, and then we probably won't get an actual trailer until, oh my God, I want to say September or August, but they waited so long for Apocalypse, which I understand why they did now. It was their big season. A lot of characters were coming back. They had a lot of big storylines that they wanted to hide and keep secret. But I hope they don't do that this year. I really hope they don't keep us in suspense anywhere past August. I do hope we get something, some sort of teaser or trailer before the September 1st. Well, what am I saying? Before like August 1st. Yeah, hopefully we'll see what happens. But I see a lot of you guys do not want Lady Gaga to return. I don't think she will. To be honest with you, it seemed like she had such an unpleasant experience filming Roanoke that I don't think she has time right now, and she would make time to do it. I think if she really liked filming and if she really liked doing that with American Horror Story, I think she would definitely make time to do it. But since she hasn't, I don't think she really does. So no worries. So Lynn says, no Gaga, yes Lang. Well, you know, Jessica Lange is going to actually be in Ryan Murphy's new show on Netflix. And I apologize, guys, if there's a delay or some sort of buffering, just hit refresh and you should be able to go back and refresh and see what it says. Yes, I do see a lot of you guys saying that no Gaga. Jay says, April at latest, I'm hoping we know the premise. Absolutely, Jay, because that's also going to be Game of Thrones. I cannot wait because April, I love April. Number one, because it's springtime. Number two, it's my daughter's birthday. Number three, because yeah, Game of Thrones is coming out, the final season. And I do hope that because March is usually Paley Fest, that maybe we won't get information March, but maybe we will in April. Last year, I would have to go back and look at my videos, but I don't know when they announced Apocalypse. I want to say that was July or August. So I have no idea. Glenn says, I guarantee Gaga will be working with Ryan this year. Oh, and that's one thing I do want to say, guys. If you are expecting me to report if you want me to report rumors, I will just make certain videos that will give you straight up rumors, things that we don't know for sure that are true. But I don't normally report the rumors. Like last year, there was a huge rumor going around that Angela Houston had joined the cast of American Horror Story, which we now know that Ryan was going to ask her, but he ended up asking Joan Collins instead. So, but there were so many people around there. And I know because I'm a part of a lot of American Horror Story groups on Facebook. It was going around that this one person, well, excuse me, I shouldn't say one person because it was from everywhere. A lot of people were saying, trust me, Angela Houston has confirmed, but nobody could find it anywhere else. We were all confused. Nobody knew what was going on. I wouldn't report it too because I couldn't find it. I couldn't find a confirmation from her camp. And then it turned out, of course, that she was never in the season, and neither was Ches Bono, I don't think was in this season. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe he was. I don't have no idea. But I don't remember right off the top of my head. Like, anyway, Yeah, there was so many rumors about all these, and like Cher was going to join. So I want you guys to know that the reason why that I don't report on that stuff is because unless it can be confirmed by a major reputable news source, I'm not going to report it to you. Especially if it's not confirmed by American Horror Story themselves, I'm definitely not going to report it to you. But if you guys want me to report to you the rumors this year, we can just have some fun out of it. I will specifically title it rumor. That way you guys will know that more than likely it's fake and, all that. So let's see. Glenn says, I'm doing my portfolio to get into college, due Friday. This is great to listen to while doing it. Glenn, we love you so much. You got this portfolio. Work the hell out of it, honey. You got it. I am so excited really quickly for Pose Season 2. I cannot wait for that. I will definitely be doing reviews for Pose Season 2 for Season 9 of American Horror Story. Now, I will not go live for news for Pose Season 2, but I will bring you videos. However, I do go live for American Horror Story Season 9 news. Absolutely. My true crime videos are coming back, guys. My Sarah Paulson video is almost done. I do want to say thank you so much to everybody who has downloaded all of my novels for free when they were for free this last weekend on Amazon. I had a feeling that we weren't going to get information at the TCA panel this past Monday that just passed. So what I did is I put all of my novels digitally for free on Amazon. That way you guys could download them for free and read them. And a lot of people out there, when I've talked to and I've said, hey guys, I want to be for a writer for AHS. The big thing is that I usually get is, well, can you write? Well, they were all for free. So thank you to all of the hundreds of people who downloaded them. I do appreciate it. If you guys wouldn't mind rating them whenever you're done, I would greatly appreciate it. And, oh, I'm so sorry. I hit my desk underneath. And I hope you guys absolutely enjoy them. Patrons, we are going to do a live stream later today. As a welcome, we've got some new patrons. And of course, just to kind of set some schedules straight for our patron-only live streams. Thank you all so much for being at the weekly Wednesday live stream. If you guys would like to contribute to the channel, please do not forget to the thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. If you want to take it a step further and donate via Patreon, the link to my Patreon is in the description. If you want to take it another step further and donate via Super Chat, you can. But don't worry, guys. If you are not able to financially contribute to the channel, all you have to do is just hit the thumbs up or just leave a kind comment, and that is worth more to me than $1 million. You guys are so awesome. I will definitely be back next Wednesday with more information. Please expect more videos, and of course, I'm working on some great true crime videos. Season 2 of Mondays or Murder will be done, and I will give you guys a date of when to expect the remaining videos, because I have a couple more done. I just want to finish the rest of the 5 so I can have them ready and just have them scheduled to air so I can work on other videos. So thank you guys all so much. And thank you all for tagging me in the information that Ryan has dropped on Instagram and Twitter. I really appreciate it. And anybody who tags me in season 9 news and I make a video about it, I will definitely give you guys a shout out in my video. So thank you all so much for watching. I cannot wait for season 9 of American Horror Story. And it's only February 6th, but soon enough, season 9 is going to be here. I mean, I used to think, especially when we were waiting for season 16, I used to think this season cannot get here fast enough. I want to know the theme. I want to know what's going on. I want to know who Sarah Paulson is going to play. I want to know this. I want to know that. Excuse me. But now, after all of these seasons of being, I want to know, and now you see that it comes so fast. It's like, an adult at Christmas. It's like, yeah, I can wait patiently. It's okay. It's no big deal, but I cannot wait for the day that we get the pilot or the premiere of season 9. So you guys are so wonderful. Thank you, Dolly, Lynn, Glenn, Debbie, Becky, Abby, Mohammed. You are all so incredible. BRT, Mike Gedney, let's see, I got Becky, I got Lynn, Mohammed, Olympus 85, Danny, Doug. Oh, Doug, thank you so much. Doug says he's at work listening to me. You are so sweet. Okay, so guys, thank you all so much for being here. Michelle, my belle, so great to see you. Thank you all for being here, guys, and for watching. I really appreciate your love and your support. And we are all American Horror Story maniacs together. We're going through this together, I promise you. All right, guys, love you all so much. Thank you all for being here. Patrons, see you later today, and bye, guys.